Welcome back once again, viewers. This is going to be a very exciting run chase. 100 is what BELESTONE need to win this game. Mind you, this is a very important game for the men in yellow. They need to win this game to keep their hopes alive to qualify for the next round. On the other end, what a terrific bowling performance by Team BELESTONE. I think they've done an exceptional job. Nelson, Shahs and Fahaz really pulling things back and getting their team back on track. So there you go. Play says the umpire. And the chase is on. Straight away, right on the money. These initial overs in the power play are really going to set the tone for the opening batters. They will have to have the fearless and a courageous approach. Really look to play with a free mind and try to clear the boundaries. Lovely delivery once again. Couple of dots to start off with. Now this is something which the batters would not want to give dot deliveries, especially in the first 4 overs. That's where you would want to ensure get somewhere around 35-40. Not really chasing a big target. Seru, we know, carries a lot of experience on his shoulders. This is high up in the air. Was close to the point fielder, but did not get the timing on that. Lucky. Otherwise could have gone into the hands of the fielder. Yeah, talking about Seru. Such an asset to have in your team when you know that this man can bat, he can bowl. He's an absolute live wire in the field. A quality all-rounder. And has been given the new ball duties. Has got the tendency to really move the ball both ways off the surface. That's been cut away. Excellent bit of fielding. Can already see that there is a sense of urgency coming in from the men in green. Couple of games played already. Have lost the initial game but then came back strong last evening. Registered a win under the name. Couple of points already to their points table, but this is such a crunch game. This is an outside edge, very close to the short third fielder. It's running away towards the boundary, and Rafnas will get his first boundary. Not the most elegant ways to be getting a boundary, but he will take that with both hands. Seru, hands on his hips. He's not very impressed with the effort in the deep, but I don't really think that was an easy one. It was a tough one for the short third fielder. Has gone over his head for the boundary. Just breaking the shackles because it was turning out to be a quiet over, just 2 runs. But then this boundary will definitely settle some nerves out there in the center. Outside edge once again, and this time is put it down, it seems. Seru knows that he was in for a chance. That is a sitter. How do you even drop those? And you can see he was livid with this effort. 1 gone, 7 for no loss. Another quality bowler to be sharing the new ball alongside Seru, charging in for the first time. That's going to be a wide. Yeah. Extras has been a concern if you talk about all the teams. 14 extras given in the first innings by BELESTONE. That's where they need to put the lid on the scoring when it comes to giving these extra freebies to the opponents. Swing and a miss. Shah's bowled exceptionally well in the first innings, but now he's got a big responsibility with the bat. Would want to ensure he gets his team off to a flyer. Well, one thing they need to ensure they don't lose wickets, because chasing is never going to be an easy ask on this surface, especially under the lights. The ball does tend to skid onto the bat, comes a little quicker. So you need to be very alert and on your toes. Trying to cut this away a bit too hard, playing it with hard hands, getting a single. So it has been a good start here by the ABC boys. A lot of credit needs to be given to the captain, Mustafa. I think he's been a very thinking leader. Gets the spinners to come and bowl at the right time of the game. That's what he did even the last game, and they did find a lot of success, mind you. That's play towards the deep third. Bit of a fumble, and they are thinking for the second, but rightfully so denied by his partner, Rafnas. Only a single. Giving away singles and doubles in the first 4 overs, that should not be a problem. What they need to ensure is not leak or give away those boundaries and maximums. Hitting maximums, mind you, on this track, it's not going to be all that easy. Let's cut away with a lot of power and authority. And this shot is definitely going to give him a lot of confidence. Look at him. He's all charged up. That is the class of this man. Striking it hard. Look at the way he's made room for himself and waited and then struck it so hard. A much needed boundary coming in the second over, because it was turning out to be quiet over. So they did find a boundary in the first over. Now have yet again got a boundary in the 4th delivery. Strikes it hard, up and down. This has been a serious concern for ABC boys. Chance for an out. I think he's home. No real hassle or troubles there, but well, you can't really afford to be dropping Rafnas. We know that once you give him a chance, he's really going to make you pay. Yeah, wasn't the easiest of catches, but at this level, knowing how good the fielding department they are, you do expect them to grab onto these chances. Still even Stevens, relaxed looking dugout at the moment. No real panic as of such. Yeah, there you go. They see themselves in the big screen and having a ball out there. Brilliant scenes out there. That is what this brilliant league brings for you. Sigma Premier League Season 3 2025. A lot of joy, a lot of excitement. And that is the end of the over. 2 gone, 16 for no loss. Beautifully done. That's a short delivery. Rafnas, mind you, he's a very strong cutter of the ball. So he did have the opportunity to really time it, but the extra bit of zip and carry of the last delivery, that is going to put a doubt or two in the mind of Shahs. Seru bowled an excellent first over. Just the 7 runs is what he's given. And that is going to be a wide. Yeah, extras is something which they can't really afford. 84 more runs required with the required run rate below 9 runs per over. So still match is equally well poised, well balanced. Beautifully done. That's a good delivery. And that's not the first time we're seeing both the batters in a stutter. Might as well just have a word with each other and ensure that they don't throw away their wicket after such a good start, especially Rafnas. Shah's, unfortunately, he hasn't found strike. Just a couple of deliveries is all he's faced on the other end. Rafnas, well, he's looking pretty confident and would want to get a big score for his team. That's going to be another wide. I think somebody just needs to have a quiet word with Seru and just ask him to calm down. And all you need to do is just bowl within the tramline of the stumps, wicket to wicket. Keep it simple. Because it's not that Shaz is really going after the bowlers, so you can always try to surprise him maybe with one fuller delivery. Bowl it towards the leg stump channel. Seru takes the ball away from the right-handers, by the way. Lovely delivery. That's the one he brings in. So he's got some tricks under his sleeve, making the batters guess out there. That's a hit hard towards long on. It's a massive hit. Let's say he's hit this like a cannonball. The moment he struck this, he knew that there's no point running because that has been smoked for a much needed maximum. He's looking dangerous. That is the way he plays Rafnas. A dangerous customer. And he's all charged up. Seru needs to understand the margin of error becomes so minimal when you're bowling against one of the destructive batters in Sigma Premier League. Once again, slashed away, chance, no, it sailed once again for a huge maximum. Back-to-back maxis, and look at the joy on the face of his teammate. That's lovely to see. His teammate was more excited than him. Lovely scenes out there. And Rafnas, he is certainly providing a lot of excitement here in the crowd, here in the comm box. And there you go. Now there's a mini meeting going on. That is quite understandable because Rafnas is unstoppable. London boys watching this match very closely. They're going to be coming in next after this game. Another talented quality side. But now all focus on this game. Rafnas. What a talent. He's literally toying around with the field. What's next? Another one. This is high up in the air. Where has this gone? It's gone for another boundary. No stopping Rafnas. He's in a hurry. He wants to get done and dusted with this game quickly. It's an expensive over. And clearly, Seru has been struggling with his lens. He's bowling way too full. And that is a very tough shot to execute. And how simple has Rafnas made it look like. End of an exciting over. 3 gone. 34 for no loss. Right then, no surprises. The captain has been forced rather to bring a spinner into play because the fast bowlers were struggling. And we have seen what happened in the first innings when the spinners they came on. They completely changed the game. And Nias has given a boundary on the very first delivery. Nothing seems to be working for them. It's a short delivery and it's got the full treatment. No protection in the deep. We're still in the power play. And these two batters are certainly turning on the heat here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. This should be a very memorable knock for Nas. Can go back and tell his mates back in India. And I was there in the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium and I just took the bowling apart. Yeah, it's a good delivery, good comeback. Well, I would like to take an opportunity to really give a huge shout out to our incredible production team. Mr. Ghulam, Mr. Asif, their dedication, their tireless efforts in this heat, bringing this tournament to life with these stunning visuals. It's absolutely brilliant. And also last but not the least, the entire support staff of the Premier League, of Sigma Premier League, their behind the scenes and hard work has surely made this season smooth and a successful one. Hats off. And here's more seasons to passion, performance and unforgettable cricket. So not the best of stars yet again. Nias has been targeted now. Oh, he's gotten away with it. That was a wayward delivery down the leg side. Nothing seems to be working at the moment for the men in green. I understand, yes, they have given a lot of runs in the power play, but the problem which I see is that the body language has gone down. Again, in the air. Takes it. That is the moment in the game they were desperately after, and they have picked up the man who was striking big. It is Rafnas. 2 shots too many. And has thrown away his wicket. But what entertainment has this man provided us? But that was a timely breakthrough. They had to disengage this partnership, and it was Nias bringing all his experience into play and getting an important wicket. It's 41 for 1. Well, this is a terrific comeback here by Nias after he was struck for a boundary on the very first delivery. Has picked up the most important wicket of this innings. Rafnas was in a hurry. He wanted to get over with this as quickly as he could, but Nias spinning the web and getting the all-important wicket. They would be glad to see his back in the power play. But already a lot of damage has been done. Excellent delivery, but I think it's a good decision yet again, because I believe the impact was outside the off stump. Nonetheless, this is turning out to be an exciting game. And I can tell you, another wicket from here onwards. If they can pick up Shahs at this stage, they'll square him up. That is a beautiful delivery. The ball pitching and ever so slightly going away from the batter. It has been a quiet over, and this is exactly what they needed. This is exactly what the captain Mustafa would have desired. Tossed up delivery, watchfully guided it towards point. Good running. Tried to take it from one hand, but in the end, it's turned out to be a good over for the men in green. It's 43 for 1 after 4. So it seems like more spin is being introduced by the captain, and that is the right move. You would want to bring Nawaf at this stage. Bowled exceptionally well even in the last couple of games, and this is the best time to really bring him on. And I would really want the spinners to continue from here onwards, because the ball is gripping and turning, so there's no point to bring the fast bowlers at the medium paces at this stage. Outside edge, unlucky. It's trickling away towards the third man, but they've done well to keep it to 2 runs. They just need to ensure they try to get one more wicket. If they can get Shahs at this stage, that's really going to be beneficial for them, which will mean they'll have 2 new batters at the crease. The BELESTONE batters haven't really been exposed in this tournament, so this is the man you would want. Shahs, oh brilliant, excellent delivery. Not really reading the last delivery, trying to play towards the cover. When you know that the ball is going to turn sharply in towards you, you could just take your front foot forward onto the line of the delivery and guide it towards the short mid and for a single. That's going to be a wide, surely. Yeah. Opening his arms, the umpire having a deep cover in place, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, and a deep square leg. So an orthodox feel here for Nawaf. Yeah, beautifully done. Firing it onto the stumps, not trying to let the batter free his arm. Now, this is going to be a good contest. Ramesh Raja also, we know that he does have the tendency to express himself early on by playing those lofted shots, which I believe is not really the requirement at this stage of the game, because you are sitting comfortably at 47 for 1. We're just in the 5th over. Required run rate is only 7 runs per over. So just try to take this game as deep as you can, and surely the loose balls will come your way. Lovely delivery, very close to the off stump. This is such an exciting battle we're witnessing. The 2 spinners bowling in tandem. Ramesh Raja, now he needs to ensure that he doesn't get frustrated. 3 dot deliveries. Yeah, now there was an opportunity. It was short, it was there to be hit. His eyes lit up when he saw the short delivery, but I believe just trying to hit it a little too hard. And that's the reason could not find any kind of power, no timing, no connection. Another quiet over, just the 5 runs. Can he finish strong here, Nawaf? Slightly and slowly, ABC boys are making their way back into this game. Cut away. Only a single to close out. Another excellent over for ABC boys. 5 gone, 49 for 1. Another 7 more overs to go in this innings. Team Belestone, they are going along well. Still things are under control, but these last couple of overs has certainly brought the men in green back into this contest. All they have to do is just have the belief in themselves. Couple of, or even one quiet over. Then what happens, there's urgency in the middle because you know that, right, the required run rate is creeping. So you need to just get a couple of boundaries to get back on track, and that's where the opportunity will rise. So these bowlers need to ensure they keep their basics right. Surprisingly, we're seeing a medium pacer now. Outside edge, and that's going to go towards the third man for a boundary. I'm not really sure with this decision to bringing a medium pacer at this stage when Niaz picked up a wicket. Bowled 3 dot deliveries, gave 7 runs, and he's been removed from the attack. Let's see if this plan is going to work. So far, it hasn't, because the ball had enough pace and the batter just went hard at it, knowing that the third man is quite wider, quite squarish, getting 4 more important runs. So this is a good start to the over for the men in yellow. Cut away beautifully, only a single. That's all they need when you know that you've already gotten a boundary. After that, all you have to do is ensure you keep rotating strike. That does frustrate the bowlers as well, because the good part about Team Belestone is they have lost only 1 wicket. They've got 9 wickets in hand. So still, I would say 70% the match is in the hands of Belestone Cricket Club. Quite a risky shot to offer, trying to cut it when the ball was fired onto the stumps. Captain showing a lot of faith in Asif, his strike bowler. He's been asked to bowl his second spell in the 6th over, but so far has not looked a threat to these batters. It's turning out to be a good over for Team Belestone. It's getting quite tougher now for ABC boys. They need a wicket. Ramesh Raja is playing quite a sensible knock, knows how much they need, know how much they require, so there's no need for any kind of heroics. Ensuring he picks up singles every time. You can see there's no dot delivery. Look at that. Brilliant. A boundary. Rest of all the deliveries have been singles. In fact, the last delivery will be a couple of runs, and that's all because of the fumble made in the point region. At the moment, it is Belstone who are on the top. Players will have a much needed drinks break. It's 6 gone, 59 for 1.
Well, we're at the halfway stage of the innings. 6 overs done and dusted. Oh, very, very nearly chopping onto the stumps. A direct hit would have been curtains there for the batter. 60 now on the board. They're going at 10 runs and over here. At this stage, the BELESTONE, they'll be quite comfortable with where they are. They certainly believe that they've got the game in the bag. The ABC on the other end, they'll be desperate to get a few wickets. Well, that was a good delivery. I thought that maybe the umpire would have been slightly interested there, but that was just within the lines. from being called a wide. Nawaf, well, he has a job to play here. Can he pick up a wicket or two, put his team into a good position? Wickets will be the call of the hour. Good looking shot. So now they can certainly afford to take a breather, rotate the strike, keep picking up the singles and the doubles. The odd boundaries will keep coming in. They're still in a very good position now at this stage, Beleston. Another wild hike. This is one thing that the players have to remember, is this is not tennis ball cricket. You cannot just play across every ball. Oh, very close. Once again, the ball stayed quite low. Playing flat batted strokes for a spinner who's bowling it around that good length, that is certainly flirting with danger. Comes down the track, he gets all of that. Has he managed to clear the fielder? No, and he drops it. Well, you cannot win matches if you drop opportunities like that. Nawaf creates it, but the fielder in the deep, not able to hang on to it. So that's another disappointed drop by the fielder. Well, it didn't seem like he was going to catch it, isn't it? He made good ground, but he was not able to hang on to that. So a huge opportunity once again goes a-begging. Well, ABC, they've not had the best of tournament so far. You need something to click for your team. 7 overs done at 63 for 1. So Niaz will continue. Beautifully flighted once again, inviting the batter to go hard at him. I must say the spinners in this tournament have truly stood out. The flight and guile have made it extremely hard for the batters to cope up with. Playing across the line should not be a choice. Well, this is being placed nicely. Single towards sweeper cover. Sometimes you just have to wait for the ball to come to you when you try to meet the ball, unless the other way around where the ball meets you, then that's when you'll be in trouble. Got to wait for it. Mixing his pace up nicely here, Niaz. He's bowled quite well, 1 for 9. They're going at a rate of close to 9 runs and over here, Beleston. Required rate around 7.5. Well, what was that shot? It Tried to play a full ball towards the fine leg region. Very dangerous ploy. Maybe you can succeed in tennis ball cricket with those shots, but not with the hard ball. Well, he's timed this. The fielder in the deep will cut it off. They're coming back for a couple. Excellent running. $69 for one. Now one more delivery remaining. Well, a wicket or two here will complicate things up ever so slightly. ABC will be desperate to get one. This is hit hard. This is a very good shot. Fielder in the deep will cut it off. Eighth over done and dusted. 70 for one with 30 more runs required for victory of the last 4 overs. All right, so 70 for one now. Rami is on 11. Shah's on 23 of 21, batting well. Well, if they keep at this, they certainly can get over the line. "30 more runs required for victory." Nicely played. Well, that's a high-class shot. Magnificently played that one. Not trying to hit the ball too hard. This is absolute class, to say the least. Well, this is what hardball cricket is about. You don't have to hit the ball very hard. That's what you have to do. Oh, and that was very dangerous. The fielder in the deep, he could have easily caused some serious damage to his knees or ankles. First ball of the over being hit away for a boundary. Always a feel-good factor for any batter. Shah's is looking good. 27 now of 22 balls. Nice shot, nicely played once again. That's a glorious hit. What a magnificent square cut there by Shaz. Waited for the ball, not playing across the line. He played the ball on its merit. It was short and wide, outside off stump, bringing his foot right across to the left, and then positioning it beautifully into the gap. Well, Shaz is looking good. 2 in 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls of Mufassalat's first over. The bowlers now under a bit of pressure. 78 for 1 now. Required run rate is now a runner ball. The men in yellow running away with the game thanks to some glorious hits around the park. Foot not moving there, planted deep into the crease. Well, this man Shaz, he does look like a fantastic all-rounder, very good spinner. Now providing the goods with the bat as well. Well, that's 2 in 2, missed out. He'd be quite disappointed with that, Shaz. Well, they don't have to panic just yet. They've got things under control. 22 of 3.2 overs is very much gettable. Just above a runner ball, so they just have to focus on rotating the strike as well. 8 runs have already come off of this over. Nicely played, a quick single. .79 now. Floodlights have taken full effect. It's a beautiful evening here, quite warm, but temperatures have certainly gotten better after the afternoon start that we've had earlier on in the day. It was smelting hot for players. Another couple of runs added to the tally. Nine overs done, 81 for 1, 19 more runs required for victory of the last 3 overs. Alright, so 19 more required, and it's going to be Naufal to bowl the 10th over. Well, he's smacked that over the bowler's head for a single. Thought of a double there. Coming round the wicket now. Oh, beautifully bowled, and it's been called a wide even. I'm surprised there with that call from the umpire. Bowler absolutely shell-shocked. Just look at that again. Oh, well, he's got the tough end of the stick, hasn't he, Niaz? That's how the game goes. Quicker one. And where has this gone? It's absolutely out of here. Look at that for a celebration by the two batters. What a fantastic hit. That one was a hit me ball. And he's absolutely smashed this out of the park. Goodness gracious. That's out of the stadium. Imagine the power. Come up the hour, come up the man. Shows you beauty. That's a humongous six out of the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. And beg your pardon, in fact, that six was hit by Ramiz. 19 of 15 for him. Now, it's 2 hits away, just 11 more runs required for victory. They'll certainly now be able to breathe a lot better, but spare a thought for the men in green. ABC boys, well, nothing's gone their way since their arrival into the shores of the United Arab Emirates. Oh, very close. Very, very nearly chopping onto the stumps there. I mean, it almost ricocheted off his body into the stumps. Well, Shaz has batted beautifully. 33 of 28. Ramiz on 20 of 16. These two have batted a beautiful partnership together. They'll want to make sure that they be there. This is played behind square. A single added. Single digits now. 9 more required for victory. One more ball remaining in the 10th over. Here comes. Oh! Well, he saw the batter advancing and then he fires that down the leg side. But the batter was street smart. He managed to keep his cool. Wide in the process. So 8 more runs now required for victory. .92 for 1. Now Rami is on strike. That humongous six. That was a magnificent hit early on in the over. Well, they come back for the second. They've come back for the second. Is there an opportunity for an out? Well, the wicketkeeper not able to collecting that cleanly. In the process provides a couple of runs. 6 more runs now required for victory. 10 overs done and dusted. 94 for 1. All right, can this be the last over of the innings? Just one hit away, and it is Shaz on strike. Well, he goes hard down the ground. No timing behind it. Just a single. Seru, well, he's gone for a plenty tonight. None for 26 of his 2 overs. Well, that's going to be called a wide. Oh, that's going to be called a wide again. Well, no, in fact, that's not been given a wide, so maybe it did touch the pads or the trousers on its way behind. So one hit away now, boundary away from victory. Smashed and smashed hard, but there's a fielder in the deep, will cut it off. Well, the 2 batters, I think they're comfortable with getting the job done through singles. Nicely played. And another single now. 2 more runs required for victory. Oh, there is an opportunity for an out. A fumble. Not helping their cause. .98 for 1. 2 more deliveries remaining in the over. Can they finish it off here? Rami is batting beautifully. 23 of 19. Shaz on 36. Oh, very, very close to that outside edge. Trying to advance down the pitch. Trying to go for that glory hit. Finish the innings off in style. Oh, that's got an outside edge. Is that a boundary? It is a boundary. Victory here for BELESTONE as they emerge victorious once again. Well, it is heartbreak here for ABC. 3 losses on the trot for them. But it's absolute jubilation here for the men in yellow. They've got over the line with 9 wickets to spare. And this has been a magnificent run chase here by Team BELESTONE. What a magnificent performance. What an outstanding partnership here by Ramiz and Shaz. Together, they made sure after the fall of the first wicket, there was no further hiccups. And they did a magnificent job to see the team through and emerge victorious. So that was the story, winning by 9 wickets. As we now have a look at the highlights of match number 5. Match number 6. Well, this is how things began. Very, very nearly a catch, but there was a few opportunities going down. But then after that, we saw some glorious hits all along, right throughout the park. And the moment the batters were in their slot, then there was no going back. The ABC, they didn't have too much of a choice. A wicket did fall, but unfortunately for them, that was the only opportunity. There were a couple of chances that went down. Well, perhaps the story may have been quite different had those been taken. But just look at those for some strokes. Some proper cricketing shots. Some beautiful cover drives, square cuts, square drives. And then this was that humongous 6 out of the park. Well, I'll tell you, Even an international cricketer would have been absolutely proud with that. And then that was the finishing touch. That was where they finally nailed the coffin. And it was the game done and dusted. So congratulations to Team BELESTONE as we have a look at the scorecard. Rafnaz provided that impetus right at the top, 29 of 14, striking it at 200 plus. And then after his dismissal came the two batters, Shaz and Ramiz Raja, together making sure that there are no further hiccups. A brilliant partnership between them and made sure that they got the team over the line. Nias being the only wicket taker, and the rest of them, well, it's certainly a sorry tale. 10 extras to go with it, not helping the cause, as BELESTONE made sure they stamped their authority on the game. So this is the match summary. ABC boys batting first, scoring 99 for 4. Niaz and Mustafa providing a good partnership right at the top, with Naufal coming with a very good cameo. 2 for 20 for Fuhaz and a wicket apiece for Shaz and Nelson. And then in response, Team BELESTONE romping home in style. 102 for 1 in 11 overs. Thanks to a magnificent batting performance by Shaz, Rafnaz and Ramiz. All three of them contributing and making sure that BELESTONE emerged victorious with winning by 9 wickets. So congratulations, Team BELESTONE. We're now going to take a short break and we will come back with the toss for match number 7 coming your way shortly.